Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Landon and we are here again today for It's happening.
It's really happening.
We are beginning a new era. I hope that you enjoyed the new intro. I did my best to fit it in. I do not know what I'm gonna do when we get to album 10, so just don't ask. But today, we are here to start the dark and wild era, like bitch. I've been hearing so many great things about this. Like, you guys have been saying, this is the 2.0 BTS, and they only get better from here. I was gonna listen to some new music today. Didn't really see anything that came up on the new music playlist, and I was like, damn, I really want to hear that. But you know what I really wanted to hear? Dark and wild. So, I'm nervous.
I'm nervous.
Today we are going to be going over the introduction comeback trailer, What Am I to You? And then we're gonna go through and listen to the introduction of the album. Once again, intro, What Am I to You? And go over the lyrics. So I wanna just see what people saw at first when they were like, oh shit, another era's coming. And then we're gonna go through and analyze those lyrics. Hopefully this week we can get to the Dark and Wild album review. And then we can celebrate on Discord on July 9th. A little celebration. Anyway, more details on that to come. But this moment I've been waiting for a minute. The first ever BTS full-length album. Like, what have we been doing? I don't know. Making some minis, but it's time for the maxi. Okay. I just don't know what to say. Also, one last thing. Thank you all again so much for all of the amazing support on Patreon. The Discord we made, y'all, been bumping. Been bumping. We got like so many people in there. All the channels are always filled with pictures of the boys, new news. There's learning Korean with the purple marker chat. Anyway, if you're interested in this, you can go to my Patreon, patreon.com/LandonMark. Join there and you'll be able to get access to the Discord server for now. So now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna stop talking and we are gonna watch this. Shit. Okay, all right. It's nothing's happening. It's fine. Everything's normal. We're good. Big hit. Probably just animated. It's great. Love it already. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I quit. Essentially, we came in with some church bells. Doom, 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 doom. Y'all, I went to a Catholic school. I heard that every day. So I'm over here thinking now, like, is this the church of BTS? Are we entering into a new world here? Then the symphony came in, okay? Felt like we were beginning a brand new era. This was the start of a brand new movie, and we were just watching the title sequence. Like, did y'all feel that? Like, I got chills on my body, and I know they haven't talked yet. They haven't sang yet, and Vroom hasn't rapped. I'm assuming Vroom's gonna be on here rapping. I don't know yet, but I will say this. That was cinematic. Just the church bells transferring into the orchestra to start this. I really don't think I'm ready. Like this, I could just feel the shift in the music already. Okay, all right, y'all. Y'all not here for me to talk like crazy. Let's do this.
I'm about to take you higher. We're about to set this love on fire. 이건 it's too positive. 가시를 세우고 있지만 볼 수 있어 너의 장르를 다시금 날 따뜻해. 너의 오빠 다른 놈팽이들과 달리 인정받고.
I just see waterfalls. I know TLC told me not to go chasing a bitch, but I want to run. I want to run into him. When Vroom started rapping, it really does feel like this is the beginning of a move. Like this is a whole new era for them. This, to me, doesn't sound like BTS coming from their school eras that I've listened to. I don't know if this is still technically involved in the school era that's going on, but listen. It just sounds so much more elevated. It sounds so much more full and like conceptual already. And I know this is not a part of the universe, but I need to know what he's saying. What a magical way to start an album. Okay, sorry.
Kissing all the time, girl.
Kissing all the time, girl.
될 수가 없어. 다 행복해졌어. 근데 왜?
Look at us going through this magical forest. What are we gonna see?
혼자에게 연락할 핑계를 찾지. 만나기 전보다 너의 애인이란 이유로 부족하지. 맨 펄펄에 달리는 메시지 그래 전부.
They told me not to chase waterfalls. And I chased them. Where do we end up? In a desolate land of black and white with cell phones swimming in the water like giant whales, okay? The hater boxes are everywhere. Woo! Remember how I was like, this is a happy movie. We are walking into this world alive and ready to smile? They took it away real quick. Like real quick. It's like in the horror movie when you see the first scene and you see like the little girl running around. And you're like, this is gonna be great. And then she dies. And you're like, oh, what did I sign up for? Are we here now? What is symbology of the swimming cell phones? Vroom doesn't have to do this on all these intros. Let's get going. We're going in. Okay, wait, sorry, I know we're getting to the end. Okay, so we're going through like a desolate city here. We see BTS is like the statue at the end and we're going towards it. This is definitely taking me on a ride. I want to know, this is all symbology for the album that's to come. I don't know what they were thinking giving us this confusing ass message. Bitch, I thought we were chasing waterfalls in the beginning. I was smiling. I'm like, I'm just trying to pick the daisies. And you killed the daisies? The daisies are dead. Sorry, okay. Oh, wow. What am I to you? Okay, Vroomy, do you want to know what you are to me? We're gonna talk about it later. Listen, you went off. Vroomy, you went off at the very end. The entirety of the rasp, what have I to you? You said love, there was hearts being strangled by cell phone wires or something like that. Is it what constrains love in modern age? Is that what we are equating love to here? Cell phones, like constant communication, things of that nature. Speaking of nature, you killed it all. Vroom. But I love that. I love that. I am so excited for this album. If that was any indication of the twists and turns we're about to take, or the passion that's about to be behind this, these boys are growing. These boys are growing and it's showing. Okay, guys, that was great. Let's go ahead now and react to the lyrics of this one because I don't know what he was saying and I usually feel like that adds some impact to it. So, give me a sec. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and run through these lyrics really quickly, see what Vroom had to say to start this album. I'm ready. I can see what y'all are saying, about the passion behind this one, talking a lot about love in this one, and I know you guys said that later on, it could be a thing, the way they're saying it, but this is teenage boys. This is the mental state of a teenage boy. I get it. So let's go ahead and read these lyrics. Like bright, like happy.
You higher, and you're about to set this love on fire. Changing over negatives to positive. 가시를 세우고 있지만 무슨 애석했지만 내가 전부다 알게 당신은
Oh, sorry. When Vroom starts going off, do y'all heads start shaking? Like you feel like you're going with him, but I feel like I'm gonna like pop my head off. Pop off with Vroom. Listen, alright, so the lyrics Vroom starts with are, come here, I'm about to take you higher. We about to set this love on fire. I love that. When he first said that, I was like, okay, so this is definitely a love album. Definitely dark and wild. We're getting wild. Gotta remember, they say it in the title. He says, I've never felt like this before. Even my mom couldn't stop me. I told you how I truly felt about you, and in the end, I won. Baby, you should know you change all my negatives to positives. I thought you were putting up your thorns. I can see you're a rose. You might not know yet that you are the one who makes my heart race again, but I'll make sure to know all about you. So, I'm thinking in the beginning here, he's infatuated with this girl, right? He's like so in love with her. I even told my mom about you. I never felt like this before. And I like how he says, though you're putting up your thorns, I can see that you're a rose. He's like, I see that you're scared or something. And putting up these walls, putting up these boundaries, putting up these guards. Scared to let go and to open up to other people. And he's like, I will give you your time. You might not know it yet, but you're the one that makes my heart race. And I'm gonna tell you that, basically. He's like, I want to learn all about you. I don't know if that means stalker. We're about to stalk him, Vroom. I don't know. But if you need somebody to stalk, just literally text me. I'll give you my address. Let's keep going. Pokemon! Let's go over the next thing. I think he called me his Pokemon. I mean, he called her his Pokemon. So he says, I want to be your Oppa, just to give you the exact term. I don't want to like say it wrong. So in Korean, Oppa means older brother of a female person, but the meaning of Oppa has changed over time. And now you can refer to female person's older brother, very close friend who is older, romantic interest, boyfriend, and sometimes even husband if they're older as an Oppa. So he's saying, girl, I want to be with you. He says, different from those scrubs, I want your affirmation. I know I'm no scrub. I literally brought up TLC earlier and he said he's not no scrub. I think that we know this. Anyway, he says, though it might sound like a typical movie line, I'm the Sixth Sense. If y'all have not seen the Sixth Sense, you know they have a huge plot twist. So he's like, it may be seeming like I'm coming up to you being like, girl, you
Pretty, girl, you fun, girl, you nice.
but then I Sixth Sense on you and you're like, oh wow, he really does care about me. He really is in love with me. And basically this is him emphasizing, it says how he is different from other guys. He then says, yo, I'll be different. I'll be missing. I'll be kissing you all the time, girl. Though I try taking my eyes off you, I can't take my heart off you. Yeah, now is the beginning. I'm your pocket monster. I got a thing for Pokemon. I love Pokemon, okay? You can't just be BTS and talk about Pokemon and say that you are the Pokemon. You know what I mean? Now I have visions in my head of RM and a Pokeball, and I got him with it wherever I need it. Anytime I need Vroom to attack somebody, go Vroom, go! And you just hear Vroom, 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 Vroom. And then he comes out and kills you with his lyrical ability. Sorry. Sometimes I take it too far. I hope that you guys know that by now. It's definitely not intentional. He then says, you gave me your heart. I gave you all of mine. Today became happier than yesterday. But then why? But then why? So we're here. We're like happy. We're good. We're sad. Then he says, but then why? But then why? I feel like it's about to take a turn. Lovely.
트윈처럼 홍자에게 연락할 핑계를 찾지 의지를 잃은 깊어난 호흡 벌판에 다리는 메시지 그래 처음부터 이게 막대가 쏟아지진 않아도 나들처럼 발장 같은 곳대로 위로와 진심을 담아 서 있는 난 아무것도 할 수가 없어 어느새 습관이 돼버린 속.
Okay, so while I found his spot, because sometimes I have to just find the English words to find a good stopping point to know how far we made it, he says, I keep finding excuses to contact you as if I've done something wrong. It's worse than before we started dating. Maybe me being your boyfriend doesn't make enough of a reason. Every time, short answers, K, I'm going to bed. No. Your messages don't go over 10 bytes. You're a goalie without determination, and I'm Messi running around an empty field. So Messi is an Argentine professional soccer player. So he's basically saying now I'm just like throwing the balls to you and you're like not even blocking them. You know what I mean? You're just like a goalie without determination. You keep sending me K, cool, night, short little text messages showing that you're not interested in me. And now I'm just running around looking like a crazy person, playing against nobody on the field. That's what I'm getting from that. Then he says, yeah, I knew from the beginning that this wouldn't be a fair game. It's not that I wanted to defeat you, but I also didn't want to be defeated all the time. A bit sweetly, though we might not be happy lovebirds with our arms tightly linked as other couples would do, sometimes with words of comfort and honesty to be for each other. He's like, maybe we don't always have like the traditional love, like the one where he's like,
You can't take your hands off of them. You're touching all over each other. Oh my god, it's so cute.
he's like, we have a different type of connection through our words, through our messages, through our vibes and our auras, something like that. He's saying we're not doing all this PDA stuff. I'm reading into this, I'm like, does the girl like him back? I cannot tell from these lyrics. It sounded like he's like trying to approach her and stuff. He did say like when we've been dating and stuff in here though, so it's making me sound like they did date. But where do they get these inspirations from to write these songs about love? I'm just always interested in that. Let's keep going. It says, I can understand that you are dry and dull because I always stand under you. Understand? Oh, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Wait, we need a Hannah Montana transition for that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh. He says, because I always stand under you. Understand? He's like, you're always above me. I always lift you above me. I always put you on that pedestal. And why can't you understand that? They're like, I'm here to be with you. He says, I, holding you up like a wooden horse, can't do anything that my awkward smile became a habit. And so he's like, I'm over here raising you on a pedestal. You still don't notice. So now I'm over here like, hey, hey, hey. You know, making it really weird. That's something I can relate to. Let's keep going with this one. Alright, sorry, I have to pause it right now because it's about to transition to the next song on Spotify. So, Vroom, you don't have to be that hard. You can. It's definitely something you're able to do. I just wanted to let you know that it's like not necessary. If you don't want to break the army and your fans in half and make their neck snap, you know, I suggest not rapping so fast. I'm just kidding. It's just mind-blowing to me.
It's just mind-blowing to me.
So, okay, let's go over these last bit of lyrics real quick. He says, you again say that you don't like it, but also don't hate it. Am I going ahead of you? I wouldn't do anything you don't want. See? Got consent. Said don't wanna do nothing that you don't wanna do. Ha 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 ha. He's a good man. It says, my one-sided love with a lover. I want to a reckless love without calculation. So I think maybe saying, I want a reckless love without calculation. Please hold me. It feels just like a tug of war with no opponent. So he's like pulling as hard as he can, but she doesn't notice. What you say? Ah, baby, don't you play. When he said that, I was like, I sang it. I know, because I was reading the lyrics, but like, it was passion behind that. Even if you're a path covered with fire, I will firmly walk on you. So please don't look at me as if I'm someone you don't know, because it keeps reminding me of the days when I meant nothing to you. So that maybe they did date, now they broke up and he's still in love with her, and now she won't even give him the time of day, won't even look in his direction. So then he says, what am I to you, girl? What am I to you? I do love you, crazy. Do you? That part, I liked it, that part. He says, bellowing hot and cold, stop confusing the person's feelings. If you'll keep being like this, let's just sign a contract. How many kisses a day and how many messages a day? Yeah, but I feel better if we go that far. What am I to you, girl? What am I to you? I love you, crazy. Do you? And Vroom, let me say this. It won't feel better if you do a contract. We do not need to be forcing people into a love. I understand if you do love somebody and then they don't love you back, it must be the hardest thing in the world. But I understand him taking this feeling, taking these passions and putting it into this song. And I always think like the passion, you can feel it in here. That's why I'm like, this has to be some kind of motivation to write this. But like I said, it's just teenage love. It's teenage boys. They're trying to understand girls, trying to figure out how this love thing works. Why aren't they looking at them? Why are they looking at other people? You know, it's a confusing time, and I'm excited to go down this path and to see what these boys have to say. I think that if Vroom gave any indication of the kind of passion and love that is about to be in this album, it's gonna be real. So like I said, I'm going to be trying to do the full album reaction before the end of next weekish, so hopefully be on the lookout for that. I'm not ready, but I am ready because I need some more music in my playlist, and I'm really excited to get to the first ever full album from them. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I did. I'm gonna go listen to this like 20 more times and be like, Vroom, are you talking to me? Anyway, if you like this, make sure you click the thumbs up down below. Also, comment down below what your favorite song is from Dark and Wild so I can look forward and see what people really like. Also, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell to be updated with all my new videos. And also, thank you so much to my Patreon. You guys are amazing. If you want to watch this video unedited, it will be on Patreon. And I do want to give a big thank you to my supporters on the screen now. You guys are amazing. You guys rock. I love y'all so much. And I'll see y'all in the Discord a little bit later. But with that being said, guys, it's been real. I wasn't expecting this today, but I'm so glad it happened. Bitches. Guys, have a great day. Have a good weekend. Happy 4th. I'll be back soon. Bye, guys.